Throughout history, faith and miracles have shaped the lives of extraordinary saints, souls who healed the sick, fed the hungry, and defied nature itself. From Saint Brigid, who turned water into beer and multiplied food for the poor, to Saint Blaise, the healer of both people and animals, their stories continue to inspire and amaze. Join us as we journey through the lives of Saint Marcella, Blessed Lodovica Albertoni, Saint Nicola Saggio, and Saint Blaise. In the heart of ancient Rome, where power and prestige ruled, one woman chose a different path, a life of faith, humility, and self-sacrifice. This is the story of Saint Marcella, a noble woman who renounced wealth and privilege to embrace a life of piety, charity, and devotion. Born in 325 AD to a noble Roman family, Marcella grew up in wealth and privilege under the influence of her devout mother, Albina. She was educated, well-connected, and destined for a life of influence. But God had a different plan for her. Married at a young age, Marcella soon faced heartbreak when her husband passed away just months after their wedding. Though she had many suitors, including the influential consul Cerialis, she rejected remarriage, choosing instead to dedicate herself fully to God. Inspired by the ascetics of the East, Marcella abandoned her luxurious lifestyle. She transformed her grand home into a center for Christian study and service, gathering a community of women devoted to prayer, scripture, and acts of charity. In 382, when the great scholar and theologian Jerome arrived in Rome, he found a kindred spirit in Marcella. Her home became a hub for theological debate and scripture study, where even Rome's priests sought her wisdom. When her dear friend Paula left for the Holy Land, Marcella chose to remain in Rome, tending to the spiritual and physical needs of her community. Her dedication to the poor and weary made her home a refuge for those in need. Then came the year 410, the sack of Rome by the Visigoths. At 85 years old, Marcella was brutally beaten by soldiers searching for hidden treasure. Despite her suffering, she begged not for her own safety but for that of her student, Principia. Even among the chaos, divine providence shone through. Moved by her faith, some soldiers took Marcella and Principia to the Basilica of St. Paul, a sanctuary amidst the violence. But her injuries proved too great. Exhausted and wounded, Marcella passed away a few days later, leaving behind a legacy of faith, scholarship, and selfless service. Her influence continued long after her death, inspiring generations of Christian women and theologians. Canonized as a saint, Marcella's